Sagittarius rising signs. If your ascendant cusp is Sagittarius, this video is for you. So take a look at your birth or natal chart to know if this applies to you. So if you see this symbol on your ascendant cusp and the start of your first house, this video is for you. So in order to get the most accurate information about your natal chart, you must know your birth time so that you can have an idea of what sign is on your ascendant cusp. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter what degree it's at for this particular video, but as long as you see Sag here, this video is for you. So Pluto will be transiting Aquarius up until the year 2044. So actually, this transit started back in January 2023. But during that time, it was shifting back and forth between Capricorn and Aquarius because Pluto was going direct and retrograde in between those two signs. But now it will be staying in Aquarius officially until 2043, which is when it'll start that retrograde and direct movements between Aquarius and Pisces. And 2044 will be the official time where Pluto will officially move forward in Pisces. So we have about a 20-year experience with Pluto and Aquarius here. So it's going to be a long, slow transit. So the things I talk about today will happen slowly over these next 20 years. So for you, Sagittarius rising, Aries is on your 5th house cusp here. And therefore, Pluto is your 5th house ruler. So the 5th house is the house of creativity, entertainment, fun, luxury, gambling, children, and it can even expand into brain children, just creative projects. So being that Aries is on this cusp, you may have spontaneous, bold, and radical creative projects, or you tend to get into spontaneous fun, or you enjoy things that are spontaneous and kind of happen very organically. And if you have children, you can find that your children are very unique and one of a kind and authentic. So Pluto will be taking its creative, spontaneous, and taboo energy from the 5th house, and that will be expressed in your 3rd house. So again, Pluto will be taking its energy and it will be being expressed in the 3rd house here. So the 3rd house is the house of your siblings, your cousins, the neighborhood. It also represents your skills and your communication, the things that you exchange and trade with others. It is also a house of short distance travel. So while Pluto is transiting your 3rd house, you may see a change in how you communicate and what you communicate about. You can find yourself speaking with more power and conviction, or the topics you speak about will be about occult, hidden, dark, psychological, or taboo topics. You may find that communication is a new avenue for you to creatively express yourself and a new source of fun for you. Communication can involve a lot of different methods and varieties. So this could include writing screenplays, poems, scripts, songs, or That could involve you talking on a podcast or making TikTok videos or reels of written text. And of course, it's not limited to written text, but I'm just trying to give you general ideas of how this communication could play out. So no matter how you decide to express yourself, this communication method and style can be a new pastime and source of entertainment for you. So I can see you creating short form content that you create and post online, or long form content that you break up into smaller chunks and disperse on multiple different online channels and platforms. And you may even find yourself labeling or naming yourself something different to support your creative projects or your creative writing, and so that it can help you fully express yourself, because again, some of these topics could be of a taboo, occult, or radical nature. So giving yourself a pen name is really going to help you separate your writing identity from your own, if that's something you wanted to do. But also it helps to reduce any backlash you might receive due to the nature of these topics that you could be writing about or talking about. And it'll help you maintain some of your personal privacy, especially if you're posting this content online. So by the end of this transit, you can find yourself gaining a sense of power in your communication and on the internet. You can become a leader in this area and help others embrace and be more open to these taboo, hidden, and dark topics that you may be talking about or writing about. So be wary of copycats during this time if you're posting online, because I believe some of your content will be original, unique, and one of a kind. So I could see you starting to inspire new trends online as well. So this transit could also involve learning and practicing new skills that allow you to gain an upper hand. So these skills could be unique, innovative, and one of a kind. Or again, it could be akin to that taboo and occult nature. And this could be anything from learning skills related to music, song, and dance. And whatever skills you take up during this time, it will give you a lot more courage. So maybe you learn how to play a unique instrument, or maybe you even invent your own instrument and learn how to play it so that you can teach others about your new invention and how to use it. Or maybe you take up a new dance class in an area that is not common. So maybe you're taking up Tahitian dance or belly dancing, for example. So whatever it is, this new skill or skills will give you the courage and leverage to not only explore other powerful skills, but also prepare yourself to potentially teach these skills to others. Because at the end of the day, you are a Sag rising, and you are meant to spread and expand knowledge, wisdom, and culture across different locations, different cultures, people of different backgrounds, and essentially broadcast some sort of knowledge. So you may find yourself obsessively learning and practicing these skills as well, but at the same time, you will still find joy and amusement from doing so. And again, I still see a lot of ties to the internet, so you could be sharing these skills online, and they could potentially open up some new opportunities for you and a new network or community online. And I'll lightly touch on these other potentials. So again, the fifth house represents children. And so other things to consider: if you have children, whether they're a newborn or older in age, your children could change the relationship you have with your siblings, cousins, or neighbors, which are ruled by the third house. So maybe you are a new mom or dad, and the baby allows you to get closer to your siblings or neighbors or cousins as they step in to help support you on this new journey of parenthood. There is also potential for this child to have been a secret or unknown, or very kind of unexpected and spontaneous. And then another way this could play out is that the fact that you do have a new baby, and you're a new parent, maybe it's your first time, you could be learning the ropes of parenthood. And so, therefore, you're acquiring new parenting and communication skills to help support and foster your newborn's growth. So, by the end of this transit, you may find that you've built a new set of skills, new forms or styles of communication that you're able to leverage online in new communities and use to make yourself known as a leader, innovator, and powerful force, which in turn make you more desirable to new employers or business partners, as well as romantic partners. But also, you will enhance your creativity and creative capacity during this transit. So, we're just at the beginning of the transit, so it may take a little bit for you to start taking notice of how this transit is impacting you. But as Pluto gets deeper into Aquarius, you should be able to retrospect and really start seeing the themes occur from your own perspective. So, also remember that this is just a general interpretation, and there are tons and endless possibilities of how this transit could turn out for you specifically. And how it turns out for you really depends on the factors in your own natal/birth charts. It depends how your planets are aspecting Pluto. It depends on the other planets' strength and weaknesses in the zodiac signs that they're in, as well as what houses they're placed in. So there's tons of other factors that could, that help to detail how this plays out for you specifically. So, Sag Rising, that's all I have for you today, and I hope that it resonated with all of you in some way. And I'm wishing you the best during this transit. So let us know in the comments how this transit is starting out for you, and definitely don't hesitate to come back and let us know how it's going as Pluto gets deeper into Aquarius.